Hey, what's good? It's your boy, Mr. Wonka7. So yeah, there are some weird-ass quirks that happen with OpenEMU if you restart it from its auto-save feature whenever you shut it off. So instead, I'm gonna just start it up and boot it up from my save file, which is what I would have done anyway if I wasn't experimenting. Generally speaking, it's not a very good idea to cross this shit at the time. But I don't remember a lot about the mechanics of this game, so... Or the mapping. I really suck at the mapping of this game, which is the second thing I don't like about this game. If you suck at mapping, don't even bother with this shit. Unless you're a really patient motherfucker who understands his own flaws the way I am. Oh, that's not good. I just looked at my hit points. My shit low. I, for one, am getting sick and tired of fighting goblins, but it's okay. EXP is EXP in this game. And preemptive strikes are just a wonderful thing to have in general. It always amused me how the default weapon in previous Final Fantasies that I've played were all elaborate. Even if it was just a dagger. But the initial weapons you get in the first Final Fantasy are just a couple of knives. Now, I didn't play the 2D Final Fantasies at the time, so I was used to starting off with a Buster Sword or a Gunblade or a Broadsword. And then early on I get my iconic water, like my sword of water in it, and a false edge. There was no way I was going to start that without... You weren't going to catch me slipping, going through that part without freaking healing. I like how everyone wears a bandana in this game. I'm a cop. 4 potions. I mean, 4 dudes. We're going to be using Cure. I'd say it's good enough. Am I strong enough that I can explore... I was about to say Ganondorf. No, what's his name? The guy I fought last episode. Let's see, I will knock you all down. Yeah, I'm gonna explore his shit just to get some items. I think I'm a little too under-leveled for that, but... let's put it to the test. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this episode because I know I'm having ROM space issues again. For the first time, sorta, in history since getting a better OS. Okay, good. We got a letter cap. let's put this to the test. Equipment. Okay, so again, stats in this game for equipment are a bit of a trade-off. I get more defense, but because I'm weighted on a little bit, I lose a little in evasion. Somehow I think I can manage. I have no idea why, but somehow I think it's a decent trade. It's like Breath of Fire 4, actually, if you've played that game. There are trade-offs. Although this game is immensely more difficult than Breath of Fire 4. Not so much the Dawn of Souls version, which is becoming an anachronism in a way. Like the new iOS/Android release isn't Dawn of Souls anymore. They got the vanilla version, so GBA, mobile, and what was I about to say? GBA, mobile, and PSP versions. Those are an anachronism as of now. But I do like the Dawn of Souls version better. Now I am playing the Game Boy Advance version, so I don't get the same bonus dungeon that you would get for the PSP version with the bonus super boss. But looking at that super boss, doesn't really. I'm not really impressed. And the mechanics for that dungeon really come across as annoying. Okay. So I should have maybe pulled up once I got a better key. One of those mystic keys. Oh yeah, there's definitely some slowdown issues. The gold way it dresses always kind of reminded me of R-True for anyone who's an R&B singer. That's just how they dress for whatever reason. I don't know if they think that's sexy or whatever. It kind of looks like they're a vampire that just lost a fight. Oh, definitely I should have pulled up at a better time. At least I got a letter cap and a level up out of that. They got my boy Butts, and now you can't even see his name. It's Paralysis now. I used to really suck at this game. I don't know why. Like, I would explore here in much higher levels and still get my ass kicked. And it's probably because I was healing way too much. There was something that I was doing unintelligently. Oh shit, we're gaining levels. That's really good. I'm glad I did this. And interesting thing about warriors, they gain hit points like it's nobody's business. You see, Butts gained that level up and now he just has hit points for days. It's amazing, actually. Fuck. Another thing I like about this version over the NES version is that the item command is just for items. All the items. There is no drink command. When I saw that in the NES version, I thought, what the hell? How would that work, though? No, the drinks are in the item command. At least in this game, I know that they actually drink the potions. Although I will agree that this game has been watered down in the Dawn of Souls version. I mean, there's MP instead of spell charges, which simplifies everything. It's much more efficient. Alright. Now, I'm sure someone has a mystic key somewhere in Cornelia. I just don't have a walkthrough on me, uncharacteristically so. I'm not going to use walkthroughs that much for this version of the game since I played it so much, and that shit slows me down and fucks up my commentary. I would rather just improvise, especially since I've played it so much. Never beat it though. Not because the boss was difficult, but because after going through the third dungeon, I didn't know how to unlock the fourth dungeon. I had to keep going to random ass towns and doing random ass shit. Oh shit. It's like Romancing Saga 3, I could just hold down the confirm button. Well, sorry for boring you guys so much. Shit. Okay, long ago ye could enter, but the way's been shut down, sign land began to decay. Yeah, if you defeat a boss new to the Dawn of Souls version, like a relevant boss, not these bullshit ass bosses like the one we fought last episode. Then you hold on, do we get a bestiary here? Garland. Alright, it's Garland. You fight that bullshit ass boss, you won't unlock one. You have to fight one that's actually like has a crystal on him. So yeah, this new form of recording and shit, this opens up new possibilities. I might even get to like some of the other JRPGs. Because I did not know what to do with that other game I was playing. It was just so dull. It didn't grab me in any way. I mean, this is a much more simple game. However, design-wise, it's really grabbed me. Okay. Fire. Thunder. Am I going the right way? Well, welcome to hell. Shit. Come on. Do we have anything to bring him back? Now let's flee. Okay, so that's just OCD that determines my decisioning. I don't want to defeat all of them because then they're going to start to level up in different intervals. So I don't want their stat growth to change. Does this place have a church? Okay, this is... It'd be nice if churches worked the way they did in JRPGs. I could just pull up from the hood with my dead homie that got shot by an op and go, "Hey yo, op, bring back my boy." Okay, broadsword, battle axe, scimitar. Get 3 of these. I know the broadsword initially seems like a good investment, but there is a specific enemy that you would be better off with. Never mind. Okay, I'm actually gonna cop this. Forget it. Forget what I said. I mean, seriously, one differential. Okay, I'm selling all the rapiers, all the knives, all the rags that we had, because we're peasants, probably. And... fuck. Alright, that's good enough. We really only need one DPS dude anyway. So Blizzard is above the hierarchy for magic. A level 1 Blizzard is a level 2 spell, whereas Fire and Lightning, which I'm sure I wouldn't want to get hit with those over a Blizzard spell. Those are just level 1. Okay, I don't got enough guap for that. This theme is way too relaxing for what's actually happening here. Where a town is getting shook up by freaking pirates. I mean, I'm pulling up to a nice ass inn and having a good night's sleep. I like how the innkeeper's a dancer chick. I would bury. I would bury my dick, actually. So I like to pretend this pirate isn't a dude, but like some like butch chick. And that's not something I've recently imagined. That's what I've thought about since I was 9 years old. So, okay, iron armor. Really, at this point in the game, it's freaking Butts' world, and everyone else is living on it. If you go to VR forums, like every day, they just have like new Final Fantasy challenges and shit. I'm gonna get the set later on and like grind for this shit. But for now, I want to whack some ops. You've got cannonballs of steel to be taking on the great pirate Bike. Keelhaul 'em, boys. I wish we could take this person in our party, but nah. Instead, we gotta fight his little goons and shit. This boss battle is so shitty, by the way. And yes, this is considered a boss battle. It's not just a scripted battle. Like, I get it, it's 9 people that they fit into one screen. That's cool and everything. Like, Lord knows a lot of Final Fantasy games we have now can't do that shit no more. I could do some crowd control, but they don't really hit for much. And yes, I will use crowd control in this game for the first time in any of my run-throughs of the game. That shit is just so useful in this one. And what's immensely more useful is crits. Yeah, we just floored your whole squad. I like his change of character. It doesn't make him come off as someone who's a dynamic character who went through an arc of redemption. No, what it makes it sound like is that this dude got whipped OD and we just broke his spirits. Fuck it, I'm just gonna be a good citizen now. Lord knows I can't be anything else. This dude just fucked my life up. Okay. Letter gloves. We need the defense actually, so yeah. Actually, this is not a good investment in any way whatsoever. Freaking. Why is it that so much of this armor only, like, boosts one thing? I'm pretty sure when the pieces of armor start adding, like, more, you're gonna get more return out of it, but right now it's just horrible. Blind, silence, oh, you can prevents all foes from casting spells. Yeah, this would be an opportune time to start grinding up. What's your equipment again? Alright, so I would rather keep the scimitars on everyone else. and just have my son Butts be the meat shield. Or the meat grinder, actually. Okay, he's gonna be both, actually. The warriors in this game are just so good. If it wasn't for the fact that the Dawn of Souls version gave many of the other characters advantages of their own, I would still use the non-Dawn of Souls strategy of 4 warriors, as expensive as that can be. Now, if you don't mind, I want to get some payback. I want to fight them crazy horses. Anyway, this is why you want scimitars. With scimitars, you can actually do some damage to those giants. For some reason, that's a weakness of theirs. Ogres, actually. We're fighting little Shreks that have purple skin and long hair, but relatively normal ears, I believe. Oh, my wrists. My wrist looks like it has a hairline now. I gotta go back to my old school posture. It's been weeks since I've recorded a Let's Play. I want to fight those crazy horses. That's what I want to do. I want some payback. And I'm gonna have to freaking heal Vivi. Holy shit. My son Vivi out here getting neglected. Oh shit. Yeah, just get out of there. I don't want to make the level grinding uneven. Okay, mister, do you have anything to... No, you don't. This is the group I wanted to fight. I mean, I'm sure you know that by now, but... I'm sure I'm going the wrong way. No need to remind me. Okay, now I'm definitely going in a dangerous direction. Get out of there. Get out of there. Man, this shit is real. Hold up. Alright, Cecil. Heal your friend's shit up. I'm sure if he had more intelligence, he could definitely do more with that healing, but... Yeah, we're running from a lot of EXP right now, because... I'm OCD about this shit early on. Later on, I really don't care much for leveling everyone equally, but earlier on, nah, I want everyone to be like on equal footing. Now it's gonna be a lot harder because of the paralysis thing. Good, he didn't get paralyzed. Man, where is the town anyway? Good thing we have MP in this and not spell charges, otherwise the process would be more annoying. Yeah, shields are good for evasion. It's like Romancing Saga in that way, in that sense. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I had a feeling, and that feeling was right. At least it's pretty good with the crazy horses in terms of escape. Otherwise, I might be raging right now. The thing about mages is that they're really squishy. And black mages are the squishiest of all. Most guides recommend if you're going to swap anyone out for a red mage, it's going to be the black mage. But I don't really like healers in JRPGs unless it's like a Nina or something who can use decent black magic. Again, I have a shitty sense of direction. Wow, cure doesn't really cost that much. At least not much as that I thought before. So that's gonna lead one place. Will I find civilization elsewhere? Flee, flee. Come on, do it. It's up to you, man. Ah, great. Now they can just totally make us go bitch. Yo, get out of there. That was one. I think I'm just going to. Let me check my equipment. Yeah. Now I gotta see. Okay, this is the group I wanted to fight before, the crazy horses. So the strategy goes like this. Have them attack. And have Vivi use crowd control. If they all focus on butts, then you're lucky. That was a really lucky turn. Now I can just lay waste. They don't give as much EXP as they probably should, but so now the question is, will I be able to find civilization? Again, this is one of those things I hate about Final Fantasy 1, the other thing, besides the menu theme. Which is the fact that I get lost so easily in this game. The map just isn't that good. Like, note that I'm really good with train directions and... what else is there that I'm good with? The map of the planet I live in right now, which is Earth. But other than that, I'm really shitty with, like, video game maps. It's also important to note that if this was, let's say, Final Fantasy 2, going in the wrong direction proves to be immensely fatal. Alright. Should I use a tent? No, I'm going to be a little more judicious. It's better not to use a tent, actually. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, and I can't use my phone for a guide because the internet is out again. So I'm probably just going to have to do this with my own power. Any other Let's Player would actually not cut this out, but I want to show you the importance of grinding as well. I want to kill two birds with one stone. These Vargwolves are surprisingly sturdy. Man, I need to find out which way is the way out. So that's the ship. I might just show that off for shits and giggles. Oh shit, so I made it. Provoca. What a shitty ass pun. Okay, temper. It would be nice if the red mage could get temper too, but nah. That sucks. Dark. I guess that would be decent crowd control, but before anything else, let me stock up on some decent ass shit. Okay, okay, let me try this shit out. So now I got two dudes that can hit hard. Strength. Get out of my way. Okay, so without actually fulfilling the prophecy or even progressing there, we've already saved a kingdom and a port town. Okay, let's see. Leather gloves. Anyone else can use like chainmail? I guess we have selling fodder now. That's cool. I'm not gonna put too much stock into Phoenix Downs for the course of this game, for the simple reasoning that the original Final Fantasy didn't have them, so why should I stress too much about it? This one is probably designed so that you really wouldn't need Phoenix Downs on you. It's not like there's enemies that can like wipe you out like that. You can grind through all this bullshit. Okay, so that's the menu. What did I hit to bring up that? It was some key that I hit. Okay, so if I hit B plus select. Oh yeah, I get the map. Okay, Castle Cornelia. I'm gonna be using that a lot more now. I didn't know about that feature throughout all my playthroughs. I've only known about that from Let's Plays, and I didn't really put too much stock into it since I was under the impression that a map would only confuse me more, but when we're done with this episode, I'm going to continue to grind more, get all the magic spells that I need, and that'll be the end of that. It's your boy Mr. Wonka7 back again with another admittedly excessively long episode of Final Fantasy. I'm gonna have to plan this shit out a little better when I get internet service back. But other than that, I'll say I'm a everybody.